ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ
स्वस्तिकिं यतः दृश्यवारितं चित्तम्
Okay, we will continue from where we had stopped. Vigrahendriya Pranadhitamaha. Correct. Naham, that was the one where we had stopped. 1 minute. Yeah. Vigrahendriya Pranadhitamaha Nahamekasat Tajjadam Hyasat. Okay. So Panchakosha Vivekaha. Be good at least if one student is coming on the video, then I know I'm speaking to someone. Okay. So Vigrahendriya Pranadhitamaha. Vigraha is Annamaya Kosha. Indriya Manomaya Kosha. Prana Pranamaya Kosha. Dhi Buddhi Vijnanamaya Kosha. Tamas Anandamaya Kosha. He says Vigra Indriya Prana or Vigraha Prana Indriya Dhi Tamaha He Asat Tat Jadam Na Aham Nahamekha. Correct? What is he saying? Naham Eka Sat Tat Jadam Hi Asat. Vigraha Indriya. So Aham Ekam Sat Tarhi Panchakoshahi Na Sat Asat Tat Jadam Hi. Okay. How does this come now? See, when we are going to look at this, we have to see Vyashti and Samashti both. Okay. Hopefully, is there an idea of this Panchakoshas? Is this concept clear, or you want me to explain Panchakoshas? We have already dealt with it in Tattva Bodha, but in case you want it to be refreshed, I have no problem. We can understand this Panchakoshas so that we don't get confused. Okay, you want an explanation? Fine. So we will look at it very clearly from the Vyashti perspective, then we will look at Samashti perspective. Okay. Koshaha means a sheath. 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 The word mayat. Mayat, if it is added in something, any word in Sanskrit, if you add a suffix called mayat or maya, it means it is not true in nature. It is ephemeral, it changes with time. Okay. For example, if you say Hiranmaya, okay, Hiranmaya, gold, Hiranya, Hiranmaya is golden. So this golden can change because it is not the substance. When mayat gets added, it changes 100% there. That means it depends on something for the change. Either time, constituent, something or the other will keep changing. Okay. So this Panchakosha Vivarana is when you start going step by step, and this is where very beautifully the Taittiriya Upanishad Brahmananda Valli very nicely takes it. Tasmadva etasmad atmana akashas sambhutah akashad vayuh vayoragnihi agnerapah अद्भ्यः पृथिवी पृथिव्या ओषधयः ओषधीभ्योऽन्नम् अन्नात् पुरुषः स वा एष पुरुषोऽन्नरसमयः स वा एष पुरुषः अन्नरसमयः. Not just anna rasa is assimilated food, that which makes this 60, 80, 100 kg body is anna rasa maya. Okay, and how the teacher is teaching, tasyaidame vashiraha, this is the head of that body, ayam dakshina pakshaha, this is the right side of the body, ayam uttara pakshaha, this is the left side of the body. Okay, ayam atma idam pucham pratishtha, I am that atma and this is my base, tadapyesha shloko bhavati. Then they start giving what is this anna, because from anna only annamaya can come. If you have to say golden, that golden has its existence from gold. So from anna, annamaya will come. So what is anna? Okay, tadapyesha shloko bhavati annadvayih prajah prajayante. Existence is because of food. Yah kascha pratibhiga shritah, the earth is the substratum on which it is grown. Atho anne naiva jivanti athai nadapi yantyantatah annagam hi bhutanan jyeshtham. Isn't it the foremost? So that is what is the highest. Annam is the highest. Let us consider that. Tasmaat sarvaushadamuchyate sarvam vai tennamapnuvanti yennam brahmopasate. Consider this annam to be Brahma and do upasana. So he gives a justification why you should consider annam to be Brahma. Okay, so from annam comes annamaya, so annamaya quotient is also Brahma. Okay, and now the student does upasana and he tries to understand all the attributes of Brahman and tries to superimpose on annam, and he says that it is not matching now. This is perishable, this keeps changing, this comes and goes, that is never perishable, completely opposite. So he comes back, he says no, there is a problem. Annam, yes, annam, very sure we need annam for this body. This body I have understood very clearly, but that is not Brahman. So the teacher again now sends back, okay, do one thing, एक पाव अन्नमय में रखो, दूसरा पाव प्राणमय में रखो. How? Consider pranamaya to be Brahman. Tasyaisha eva sharira atma yaf purvasya. So step by step, very nicely the teacher, it is very easy to say this is Brahman, but the student will never understand. So it is like by negation, oh, is it this? No, it is not this. Now the student is convinced that it is not this. Okay, now you sit and consider this to be Brahman. Like that, 1 koshas have been very clearly explained. So what happens now? Let us, from the Shruti perspective, let us come to an actual practical way of understanding this. And I think that is something which Tattvabodha very nicely did it. Anna rasenaiva bhutva anna rasenaiva vriddhim prapya anna rupam yat prathivyam viliyate sa annamayah koshaha. That is how the definition is in Tattvabodha. Anna rasenaiva bhutva, that existence of that sheet is by assimilation of the food. Okay, anna rasenaiva bhutva anna rasenaiva vriddhim prapya. We are born as 2 kgs, but when we die we are 80 kgs. How did that go? By consuming good food, and that food became this annamaya kosha. Correct? So, and what is that anna? Adyate ticha bhutani tasmadannam taduchyata iti. Whatever is eatable, edible, and can be digested is called annam. That is a basic definition. Why? For a lion, annam is different. For us, annam is different, but both are annam. Why? By eating it that way and assimilating, that lion gets that body, and by cooking food and eating it and assimilating, we get this body. So both our food is annam, and hence there is a very important thing which is taught: never negate an annam. Annanna parichakshita. Okay. Annanna nindyat. Anna ka ninda mat karo. Why? Many a times we say, no Baba, I don't like non-vegetarian. Oh, you, that is annam to someone. If you don't like it, you don't go near it. You don't eat it. But ninda bilkul nahi karna. It is annam to someone. That annam has to be respected. Okay. Annanna parichakshita, it should not be wasted. Annanna nindya, these are all vratam. Annanna nindyat tad vratam. Annanna parichakshita tad vratam. Annam bahukurvita tad vratam. These are all vratams given with annam. So annamaya kosha, only through this, if this body is not there, where is the question of Vedanta study? Unless this body is there, how will you know what is Atma? So for that, this body needs to be there. But when we say body needs to be there, body should not be pampered is the point. Take care of it. You have got it as a rental equipment, like a rental house. Use it, take care of it, protect it, clean it, hand over back once the job is over, which means in death, give it back. It is not your property. Is it clear? So, is Brahman this Annamaya Kosha? Answer is no. Is my Atma the Annamaya Kosha? No. Okay. Then what do you do? I go to the next layer or the sheet, which is subtler than this gross. And what is that subtler sheet, which is called the energy sheet or Pranamaya Kosha? How do you know this Pranamaya Kosha? How do we know this Pranamaya Kosha? If we say, हम श्वास ले रहे, श्वास छोड़ रहे, these are all very gross things. But how do you know this Pranamaya Kosha? Is breathing Pranamaya Kosha? Answer is no. Okay. Pranam deva anuprananti manushya pashavaschaye prano hi bhuta namayuh tasmaat sarvayushamuchyate sarvamevata ayuryanti ye pranam brahmopasate prano hi bhuta namayuh tasmat sarvayushamuchyata iti tasyaisha eva sharira atma yah purvasya tasmadva etasmaat pranamayat anyontara atma manomaya. So consider this Pranamaya Kosha to be Brahman. Now, what is the job? Negating it. In our body, how do we understand this Pranamaya Kosha? Can anyone give a practical idea of what this Pranamaya Kosha is? How do we experience this Pranamaya Kosha? Is it an object or is it the subject itself? Can I experience Pranamaya Kosha? Annamaya, this question is not required to be asked, because we understand how difficult it is to carry this 80-100 kg. So that experience is there always with us. Correct? When you see yourself in front of the mirror, you understand, oh, this is a Annamaya kosha, everything true. You touch it, you can do everything. But this Pranamaya, how will you understand? Anyone, come on. What is Pranamaya kosha? Jnana, Udana, Samana, okay.
They are they are physiological, they are controlling the physiological functions.
Okay, agreed. Where is the experience which I have with them?
On the food digestive system or this is the pranas.
That is what has been told. Is it a blind faith or your experience? This knowledge is given. That is the reason because of it. You have accepted it. But somewhere you have to experience this kosha. Then only you will objectify it and say it is not the subject. See, what is the way to consider whether it's a subject or the object? If I, the subject, can understand, feel, see, touch, do something with that object, or even imagine it as an object, then I have objectified it. If it is objectified, then it is not the subject, because subject can never be objectified. If you are not able to objectify it, you will consider it to be the subject. Then it becomes Atma. Huh? Are you able to get a practical problem with it? No. So, my job is to objectify and see whether it is objectifiable or not. That means if I am able to objectify, I, the subject, has objectified it. That means now it is a Maya. So, Prana Maya, I accept it. And how do you...
Sir, when we close our nostril, when we are not able to fully understand.
No, so what stopped?
Breathing stops.
So what stopped? So what stopped there?
Air.
Air. So air is pranamaya kosha. See, you have to objectify it, right? I closed the nose and I experienced what? I can't survive, I need to open it, I have to breathe. So what gave me life? This air. So air is the pranamaya kosha there. Because I am able to objectify it. I'll go very, very logical here. Huh? This is how we have to negate. Please understand. Don't go with assumptions here. If you remember on this koshas I had mentioned, another word, how do you understand? You have 5 different, one word I had told. Personalities. The gross body personality is Annamaya kosha. Energy personality is Pranamaya kosha. How do you understand your energy personality? The moment you say prana is Pranamaya kosha, I will then have a problem. Because Pranamaya kosha is an outcome or an effect which has got prana as the cause. So prana cannot be Pranamaya kosha. Are you getting it? So prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana is not Pranamaya kosha. Then what is Pranamaya kosha? Later on, we will come to agree that that itself in the right way, if you see it as pranamaya kosha, but it's okay. But today I want to make you think and exactly, because unless it is a perceptible item, it is not an object. Say something.
Energy personality is dull or highly active.
Highly active. I am a highly active person. Yes, that is my personality. It can be transacted. My left hand is weaker than the right hand. Why? The energy in the left hand is less than the right hand. Okay. I have a bad back. Why? The flow of energy is not smooth. That is why I get pains on and off. That is my personality. That's my energy personality. I'm very aggressive. I'm very dull. I'm a very introvert person. I'm an extrovert. No, that is more to the mind. Introvert and extrovert is mind. But then my energy level, bubbling with energy, you say, na, you're highly active today. You seem to be very dull. क्या हुआ तबीयत ठीक नहीं है? When you look at someone, you ask, what happened? Because then you have been able to map that person's energy, personality, and then you say, hey, something is wrong today. Do you feel low today? Are you able to understand? Now that is not prana. That is pranamaya kosha. Are you getting it? Is it clear? Most of your.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So another very clear manifestation of pranamaya kosha is, you know what? It's like most dumb person also uses that. You don't have to be even literate. It's very absolutely, क्योंकि हम वो उतना लेवल बेसिक लेवल पे कभी सोचते नहीं है. Manifestation of this prana into a pranamaya kosha at a very, 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 very basic level is what?
You're alive.
That is actually stretching it, because there are many things put together. But prana directly impacts something. And you can experiment it and see it. That is the beauty of it. When you experiment it, you will come to know, yeah, this is true. It is so reality, but we have never tried to see it that way. That's all. A very, very basic thing. Normal body temperature. The biggest manifestation of pranamaya kosha. Normal body temperature, the temperature in the body. How do you know you are alive? At a very base level, ये तो ठंडा पड़ गया. And most illiterate person also touches the body and says the person is alive or dead. Very basic. Why? If that energy movement is there is a temperature. That is why when you sit in a particular posture and the blood flow is not there, your leg becomes numb, and have you touched that portion, it will be cold. You will feel it cool. Why? Blood movement is not there. The energy flow is not there. The energy is blocked. And your pranamaya kosha impact immediately is seen. Are you able to get this? The very basic level. Right? So pranamaya kosha manifests in couple of things. Overall, my energy personality, my body temperature. Okay. But now don't become a Brihaspati and say if I get 104 degree temperature, my energy levels are very high. Okay. Don't go blindly with such principles. Yes, The overall energy level in your body is very high, but that is not your energy. That is the energy because of the enemy who has already attacked you. And that is why the temperature is going up. That is also true. Are you able to understand it? See, whether it is your energy, your controlled energy, or it is someone else's who has overpowered you. Still the system has got more energy. That is why your temperature has gone up. Getting it? Sure. So from Pranamaya, now we are going to the next one, which is called Manomaya Kosha. What is Manomaya Kosha? Defined in Tattva Bodha. Anyone knows? Sorry to ask such tough questions. Somewhere that book has to be opened somewhere. Jnanendriya manaha yo militva sabhavati samanomaya koshaha. When jnanendriyas with the mind, when it joins together, there is an entity formed which is called manomaya koshaha. Are you able to get this? So, what is that? Let us do on a very practical level what is this Manomaya Kosha. Can you give one word which talks about your personality on your Manomaya Kosha?
Emotional.
Correct. EQ. My emotional personality. There are so many aspects to this. Right? I am with high ego, I am with low ego, I am an introvert, I am extrovert, I am a daring person, I am a very, you talk of so many things. I am a very sensitive person, I am rough and tough like a wood. You do anything, it doesn't matter to me. It's not the body, it is the mind you are referring to. Right? So we have various emotional personality, and these emotional personalities are not constant. With situation they change. A very tough person can be absolutely unpredictable when he or she is experiencing situations which they have never even imagined. Suddenly when something comes like a death, or you become physically handicapped, what happens to that person's emotions? Okay, that personality drastically changes. Okay, and that emotional personality is called Manomaya Kosha. Because it is very strong, we normally connect Manomaya Kosha and Annamaya Kosha together, and that is what we just generally call this is my personality. Very rarely we talk about Pranamaya Kosha. Very rarely. Are you able to understand? When you express yourself, when especially what happens is when you are in a group and they say, please introduce yourself, tell us something about you, your habits, your hobbies, what type of a personality you are. In those type of, when you have such type of people like HR trying to grill, and that time all it is either Annamaya or Manomaya coming out. Pranamaya will never come out. Are you getting it? Is it clear? So is Pranamaya Kosha Atma? Answer is no. The Atma experiences through Ahankara the Pranamaya, Manomaya Kosha. From where did this Manomaya Kosha come to me? From where did this Pranamaya Kosha come to me? Did I choose it?
It's part of certain body.
Manomaya 100%, Pranamaya, Manomaya part of certain body, Annamaya gross body. How did it come to me this way? like this. Why am I made up of this? If you look at me, that this personality of mine, this body personality, this energy personality, this mental personality, why did I get this? Is it not?
Previous birth,
Hmm?
previous birth,
Previous birth.
previous jnana.
थोड़ा देखो, always using logic may not work. Sometimes you have to use Sikha or reference. They are very strong. स्थूल शरीरम किम पंचीकृत पंच महाभूते कृतम सत कर्मजन्यम सुख दुखादि भोग आयतनम अस्ति जायते वर्धते विपरिणमते अपक्षीयते विनश्यति इति षड्विकारवत् एतत् स्थूल शरीरम अथवा अन्नमय कोशः. What is सूक्ष्म शरीरम? पंचीकृत पंच महाभूतैः कृतं सत् कर्मजन्यम. Vishesha reason is karmajanyam. Karmajanyam, when you say, what is that karmajanyam? Prarabdha karmajanyam. From where did it come? From the Sanchita. Who gave it to me? Bhagavan gave it to me. Why did he give it to me? For sukha dukkhadi bhoga sadhanam. Correct? So, why did I get such a temperament? I'm very hot tempered. इतना सा चाहिए, I will just blast. I can't stand any person. कुछ गलत हुआ तो that's it. Why did I get this? Karmajanyam. I have asked for dukkha every moment by getting angry, and I am very happy to tell everyone that I keep getting angry and I feel bad and I enjoy that bad. Some people are there, they like pain. कुछ नहीं तो अपने आप को पिंच करके देखते हैं, हाँ अच्छा लग रहा है, हाँ है. एक अलग है तरीका. In that pain there is a fun. तो वो चिढ़ते चिढ़ते I enjoy it. Why? I got this and I cultivated it further and I'm proud about it. That is why I say that I can't stand a person माझी सटकली है कि नहीं. कितना happily I tell that as though it's a big virtue. So it came from my karmas only. Bhagavan gave it to me. At least from that I need to learn that if it is not helping me, I need to work on it now. So Manomaya Kosha is a big place where there is a lot of work to be done. All the sadhanas are happening in that. All the upasanas are happening in Manomaya Kosha. Right? Jnana, Dharana, everything is happening in this blessed Manomaya Kosha. Not Vijnanamaya Kosha, sorry. Jnanam is in Vijnanamaya Kosha. All these sadhanas, Chitta Naischalyata, Chitta Vishalata, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti, Shadripu removal, Shama, Dhamma, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana, where is that happening? All in Manomaya Kosha. Are we able to get that? So if I am able to change that, is that Atma? Answer is no. So clear and so simple how this personality works. Very strong personality. It manifests in all the ways, this Manomaya Kosha. That is why Bhagavad Gita very clearly says for the Jnanam to come is not a big thing. But to remove and clean this Manomaya Kosha, which is actually stopping the Jnanam, which is there already, is a big problem. Dhumena priyate vannihi yathadarsho malena cha yadolbena vrto garbhas tatha tene tam avrutam jnanametena jnanino nitya vairina. Biggest enemy of jnani is what? This Manomaya Kosha. And what did Ramana Maharshi say? Manasam tu kim margane krite naiva manasam marga arjava. Drop that personality, not at all required. It is the biggest speed breaker to go ahead. That emotional mind is the biggest speed breaker for my progress. Okay, and that is what is the one which crystallizes the ego maximum. Even a small child has got that ahankara, which is coming mainly because of this manomaya kosha, not vijnanamaya kosha or anandamaya kosha. It is manomaya kosha which is a very big issue. Are you all able to understand what I am saying and able to relate to it? Is it clear?
How does it crystallize the ego, sir? Because it is 1 plus Jnanendriya.
Fair enough. What happens? You know, what is this mind actually doing when an information comes? Isn't it coloring it by its own likes and dislikes and then connecting it the way it wants? It is not doing a proper transfer job. Huh? Okay, for example, I do not like Karela. And when Karela ka sabji comes, I see it. The tastiest Karela, you would not want to try it because your Manomaya Kosha has already closed the senses in the tongue. Because the eyes have told Karela hai khatam. Think about it. And then you will go and say, Karela, no Baba, I don't touch also. I may be hungry, but I will not touch Karela. That ego has now started playing based on this Manomaya Kosha has already Ullu bana diya hai usko. Ideally, what should happen? Okay, the eyes have told it is Karela. Theek hai, it is a part of my dislikes. Okay, let me at least try this. Then if I didn't like, I don't bother about it, I leave it there. Then the mind is not playing a game. It is transferring information the way it is. And it is looking at my likes and dislikes. Fair enough. If Jnanendriya starts, if your Vijnanamaya should work, then you will say, but I know for sure Karela is bitter, but it is necessary for my diabetes, so I will have it. Then Vijnanamaya Kosha is working. But uska pehla hi this Manomaya Kosha has colored it so much, it will not even allow that ahankara to do something. It has crystallized that ahankara, which otherwise was never such a problem. Huh? Are you able to get? Same way is the other end also. Something which you like, sab chhod ke udhar bhagte. There also again it is crystallizing. Are you able to get this? Right? So it has a more than the Vijnanamaya. The Manomaya has got a very large influence on your ahankara because it is the one which is day to day putting a layer after layer on the ahankara. For Vijnanamaya to put that, only when you know I am knowledgeable, I am intelligent, I am rational, all those buddhi related, it takes time to build and then convince yourself that yes, I am in that position, then that ahankara, but that ahankara is very tough to break. Jnana ahankara is very tough to break, but Jnana ahankara also forms that slowly. This one is fly by night, aate rahega, jate rahega, it will never keep, aake banate rahega, layer after layer it is formed. Correct? So, if you look at the whole Bhagavad Gita, what was the problem of Arjuna? Not Jnanam. Very low EQ was the problem because it had overpowered his Jnanam completely as per the first chapter. Jnanam doesn't have a role to play because this mind, मनोमय कोशा has completely, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, ये करके छोड़ दिया है, mesmerize करके छोड़ दिया है पूरा. It is like ahankara and the vijnanamaya kosha is after the 10th peg. Because already this manomaya kosha has taken it to that level. It's not, मतलब वो हवे पे, not grounded at all now. Are you able to get it? And that is why Arjuna justifies. And how badly he justifies? He says this Duryodhana Hatvaina Atatayina is an Atatayi and I will get papam by killing him. How much delusion has happened to his Vijnanam? On Dharma Shastra, forget Jnanam. At Dharma Shastra level itself, he being a king, a warrior, who cannot accept adharma, he openly, shamelessly tells Duryodhana is an Atatayi, and if I kill him, I will get papam. मतलब कितना वो बुद्धि सड़ गया है. It is now that smell is coming out. उसकी बदबू बाहर आ रही है. बुद्धि भ्रष्ट हो जाते बोलते हैं ना, यही है. It's purely emotional. Are you getting it? And what made it? That one connect with that Bhishma and Drona, that relationship has brought all this together. Aham esham mama ete was the biggest problem. The whole Bhagavad Gita is sitting on those 4 words. Aham esham mama ete. That is the biggest problem. The what do you tell, that infection, deadly infection which Arjuna got. It's all a game of manomaya. You see, in our day-to-day life, for anything and everything, this person is good, this person is bad, he is nice to me, he is bad to me, he is my friend, he is my foe, all are on manomaya. Nothing data-based. All feel-based. This person, I think, पहला बार देखा तो is like, love at first sight. Love at first sight is manomaya or vijnanamaya. If someone says vijnanamaya, then big problem. Then you have not understood vijnana and manomaya. And then justification by vijnana is what? Love is blind. So I will do anything. समझ में आ रहा है? How it starts playing? 100%. So this manifestation of this mind into various personalities of ours, as and when we want, हम वो मुखौटा पहन लेते, that is something which is this manomaya emotion which does very fast. समझ में आ रहा है? Is it clear? Yeah? Okay. In this we have touched the Vijnanamaya very clearly. So what is Vijnanamaya? Buddhi Jnanendriya militva yo bhavati sa Vijnanamaya koshaha. That is knowledge. Jnanendriya buddhi militva yo bhavati. Very clear knowledge. Okay. For example, the fire burns. It's a knowledge. It's a clear knowledge. Even if your mind says yes or no, what is going to happen is going to happen because you know for sure. Correct? So, all my knowledge-based personality, I am intelligent, I can grasp well, I am very rational, I can teach well, high amount of intellectual personality. Strong, hard to break. Jnana ahankara is the worst ahankara. Any other ahankara can be broken, but jnana ahankara is very difficult to break because very few people who understand that they have this major problem only will be ready to break it. Unless they break it, it will not happen. Okay, situation can break manomaya ahankara, but this jnana ahankara na, I am right, ऐसा ही है, I am very sure I will justify it. I can prove it. Like you say, Shushka Kasthani Murkhascha Vidyantena Namanticha. They will break, but they will never bend. Like a dry branch, उसे झुकाओ तो टूटेगा, लेकिन कभी झुकेगा नहीं. शुष्क काष्ठानि मूर्खाश्च, dry twigs, and a foolish person. Which why fool? Ahankara unmakta it is called. The guy is intoxicated with his knowledge. I know this. That intoxication is very bad. At the same time, you also have good personalities like rational approach, not being too emotional, understanding with an objective manner. Okay, that positive things for transactions are also good, but all these are happening at the Vijnanamaya kosha. Is it clear? Yeah. Then what is Anandamaya kosha? Which is Karana Sharira, Prajnana Ghana, Tamas. Okay, that is why it is called Anandamaya kosha. Okay, Anandamaya kosha, how they have explained it in the Upanishad is Tasya priyame vashiraha modo dakshinah pakshaha pramoda uttarah pakshaha. Priya vritti, moda vritti, pramoda vritti is Anandamaya kosha. If you don't remember what it is, then refer to the example of Onion Uttapa. Priya Vritti, when you are walking from outside, the whiff of Onion Uttapa pulls you into that restaurant. Priya Vritti. Then, when this person takes the order, brings that Onion Uttapa, places in front of you, and now you know it is yours, कि भाई गलती से नहीं लाया है, then it is moda vritti. And the moment that onion uttapa is touching the tongue and sensitizing all the taste, that is pramoda vritti. But they are all coming and going. There are very high chances that one can get confused between Manomaya kosha and Anandamaya kosha. The likes and dislikes are coming from Anandamaya kosha, manifesting in Manomaya kosha as preferences and choices. But the root is coming from Anandamaya kosha. Are you able to get that? I like sweets. That liking of sweets is coming from Anandamaya kosha. I don't like Karela. That not liking is coming from Anandamaya kosha. Okay. Is it clear? And that is why it says that there also Atma, it may seem as though that is Atma, but no, that is Karana Sharira. Avyaktanamni Paramesha Shakti Anadya Vidya. Anadya Vidya. What is that? One more word is there, I forgot. Karyanumeya Suvidhiya Maya. Viveka Chudamani 108 shloka and 109. Sannapya sannahyubhayatmikano भिन्नाप्य भिन्नाह्युभयात्मिकानो सांगाप्य नंगाह्युभयात्मिकानो महाद्भुता अनिर्वचनीय रूपा. Inexplicable experiences. Maha Adbhuta Anirvachaniya. And that is how my Karana Shariram and this Karana Prapancham is being explained. This is how it is. Very, very subtle, very tough to understand. But don't worry, Anandamaya Kosha and Karana Sharira is the same, just consider that. There are very high chances that the word Ananda, because it is connected to Satchit Ananda, we extrapolate it and say, knowing Atma and the joy coming out of that is Anandamaya Kosha, which is absolutely wrong. Ananda of Satchidananda has got nothing to do with Anandamaya Kosha. Is it clear? इतना समझ लेते, we go ahead. क्योंकि आनंदमय कोश एक्सप्लेन करने जाएगा तो फॉदर वी नीड विवेक चूड़ामणि which will beautifully explain, which we will see after this. Make sense? Okay. So we have seen from our Vyashti, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya, all the five are Maya, hence comes and goes, and they are different personalities. And mix of this is what we are, but I cannot call my Atma as that. The Atma is indweller of all this, which makes all of this sentient as though alive. Okay, all of this borrows its sentiency from Atma. That is why Ramana Maharshi says, Tat Jadam Hi Asat. They are all Jadam, indeed, and Asat. They are not Sat. Okay, we have seen it from Vyashti perspective. We have to see it from Samashti perspective, which are the Pancha Bhutas. Prithivyapastejo Vayurakasha. And there we have to again say that no, they are not Atma. Okay. Which we will see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Dhanyawad. Shubharatri.
Dhanyawad, sir.
Yeah.